People in care don't really get to do a lot, but this has given us more time to enjoy things. Coming to the theatre, you get to watch all different plays, not just like on a film.
Plus One started last year. We started thinking about it in the autumn, and it came from an idea from a theatre in Stirling. And we took that idea and mixed it up with the idea of suspended coffees, which is if you go in, you want to buy a coffee, you could suspend a coffee for somebody less fortunate than yourself to come in and pick up that coffee if there are any. And it just seemed like a really simple idea and something that people could kind of grasp hold of and go, oh yeah, if I'm going to the theatre, maybe I can enable somebody else less fortunate than myself to have that same experience. Because it would be people that already valued the arts that would be thinking about that for somebody else. So then we started working with partners on the idea because we thought we could do it alone, but if we did it with partners across the city, then it would be something bigger and better and would have more recognition, and people would understand it more, that we were working together to do something for the benefit of children in care.
Derby Theatre, who originated the concept, came to us and said, look, we've got this idea, we want to try and find a way of engaging young people that are in care and care leavers in arts and cultural activity, and this is a suggestion. So very early on, it struck me as a brilliant idea. It kind of ticked all the boxes in terms of what we're about. You know, we believe in the power of art and film to change people's lives, and obviously children and young people that are in care sometimes don't always have the best opportunities to experience arts and culture, and this is a way of hopefully engaging them in arts and culture, giving them a point of inspiration and inviting them to sort of engage in a wide variety of different activities as well.
We found from the start that customers really invested in the scheme. I think it's a lot to do with the fact that customers wanted to share the experience that they'd had at Deidar, engaging with the classes and performance programme with people that wouldn't usually get the opportunity to come along to an arts organisation.
So what we're doing is we're asking our patrons, our customers, to donate money, which then goes directly to the young people to access arts and cultural activity. So there's kind of two levels of success. One is about, you know, are we able to encourage our patrons, our customers, to donate that money for what we believe to be a really good cause? And secondly, are those young people able to access that activity and do they get something out of it? And I think on both counts it's been a success.
So the Plus One ambassadors were very much an integral part of the Plus One scheme. And the idea behind it was that we were, through the scheme, going to give young care leavers an opportunity to get some first-hand work experience in the cultural partners in the organisations.
When Plus One was set up, the Bernardo's who set it up and everyone, they wanted some, not figureheads, but they wanted people with personal experiences to be involved in the scheme. They can use their own experiences, that helps the scheme, but at the same time I think that we just get more out of it. The Leaving Care team, they rang me up and said, look, we know you do acting yourself, not that would have made too much of a difference, but you're a care leaver and there's this scheme that's been set up, would you like to do it? And I said, yeah, of course I would. Not only are kids in care going to see theatre for free, but we've been able to put on a workshop, which I was a part of and went up to Buxton to do, where kids that were in care were on a residential weekend, and we did a workshop for them with a script, and that was awesome. Do you know what I mean? It was rewarding. It was putting theory into practice. That's what it was. Do you know what I mean? And that's, yeah. So that's kind of my role as an ambassador. How did you find out about Plus One?
I got an invite to go to the Derby Theatre to see what it was all about. They asked me to do a little speech. It was something that really inspired me, and I could understand the reasonings behind it all. Yeah. My parents were foster parents. I was 2 years old. My brother was 7. Yeah. My sister was 4, and I was 2. My mum and dad decided to foster. So I've kind of seen the effect of foster family and what we could offer children that were in care.
So the Plus One scheme, imagine this had been set up, I don't know, 20 years ago in Derby. How do you think that would be affecting maybe disadvantaged children or kids in care now if this scheme had been set up back then?
Well, I think it would have had a huge impact for so many kids. It's hard enough being a child in a normal family where to come to the theatre is quite it's a night out or whatever, and it can be quite expensive. And I think if any of them get anything from it, it's a huge plus. And myself, I would have really enjoyed it as a child growing up, and it would have been something that I would have found really useful and interesting. And if any children got that experience as well, it'll be a huge benefit.
We've had a group of children came to the theatre to have a backstage tour, which was really interesting because they saw the lighting and the costumes, and then they saw the play called Odysseus. And it had a knock-on effect because all of those children researched the play before they came, so it was educational as well as obviously giving them the opportunity to attend the theatre. And one of the things we wanted, that we hoped would happen, is that foster children would start creating some happy childhood memories and some positive memories, and I think a number of our children have had the opportunity to do that, so that's been really nice.
So this has been tremendous in so many ways. It's just not just about self-development, it's also about seeing other people, what they can do, and maybe even giving them a future.